question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter. Hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. Tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise. All along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at Post Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter,
Why is my game not? There it is. Welcome. And, this is what I loaded into, and I know why. Yeah. Huh. Okay, I thought it went on forever, to be honest. Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to load into a memorial service, jeez. My bad. Crashing this party. Huh. It's just kind of interesting. Anyways, what were we doing? What were we doing? Oh god, we gotta go back over here. Yeah. Sorry, I just got my game to load up, which is why I'm starting like a minute late. Sorry, I had like an empty soda on my desk. I'm like, when did I drink this? I do not know. I think it was for dinner. It's 2 hours ago. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We gotta finish 6.1. Oh my god. Endwalker is so long. Y'all remember when I was doing patches and it was like, alright, 4.1 done in 1 day. 4.2 done in a day. 4. You know, now I'm like, alright, we got half of 4 or 6.1 done, guys. We'll do the other half next time, because I don't want to be here for 8 hours. Is there a thingy up there? No. Why? Going the wrong way. I came until fucking north and south. Oh, let's check our, nope. System setting? Because, I think my sound actually might be good. Oh, higher. I just finished. I need to turn it down my ear though. I actually just finished base Endwalker on my other character, so I had the music pretty high. I like listening to the music in the final days. Oh yeah, my adventurer glam. Oh my god. Yeah. We're still adventuring, so let's be adventurer. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit most from the monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the satrap directly, so I would ask that you would act in my stead. Sure, the hero who saved the world isn't intimidating at all. Mivlo, you are to visit Akali and Yelomad, speak with Mastia and his people and listen to their grievances. Estinian, I bid you the same at Kalakastan. We will be conducting our own inquiries in Giant Skull's grounds. Okay! For once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Megaduda. On page 12. Oh boy! I do like that stuff. Okay, where am I going? A place with no fucking thingy? I have 60. Oh. What's my mogs for this week? I keep getting stupid Statasha hard and fucking Stone Vigil hard. What is it? I'm gonna cry. Ah! I forgot I got Statasha hard twice in a row. I'm gonna... I hate this game. And it's the hunt. Hunt where? The first? No. Okay, I have to do Kugane twice. That's fine. Right. On the same. It's the same place. No, I want to drive my mount. Abuse. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good day. Today was actually pretty good. I only had one class that made me want to, like, throw something? And the other classes were pretty chill, except like 4 students in another class. But honestly, they weren't that bad. I guess they figured out trying my patience was not in their best interest, while the other class did not. But I'll take it. I'll take 1 out of 5 bad, 4 out of 5 good. You know, that's a good ratio in my opinion when teaching middle schoolers. Oh, Mivlo, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You're finished with the boat, eh? Then? Jesus, he didn't even say eh. I'm Canadian, eh? Anything the village desperately needs. Well, I suppose Calzol's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here or there, it's so much more difficult. It's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. But for now, we're just banding together as best we can. Okay, so you need someone to peddle your fish. A fish peddler, if you will. Oh, I also might be in a good mood because I got 2 of my orders from... Well, I only had 2 orders. 2 out of 2 orders from Etsy. I get a lot of Final Fantasy stuff from there, like stickers and keychains, and I put them on my door. And I ordered these really dumb looking ass stickers. They're literally called dumb stickers. Like, they're really silly. I adore them. One of them was just Alphino crying because he spilled his hot cocoa because it's Heaven's Word edition. It's so dumb. I love it so much. And they're like kind of crappily drawn on purpose. And I'm like, I just love this. I love it so much. So I'm in a pretty good mood today. Greetings and welcome, traveler. This is your first time to Thavnir, then you must try my special Amar Lassie. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. Hey, you tried to... Hello? You tried to swindle my friend earlier. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally, I'd part with 3 bottles at the generous price of 19,800 gil. But for you, I am willing to go as low as 10,000. You'd practically be stealing from me. Stealing at that price? You're the only thief around here. Still not turning a profit these days. I'm not a Stydian. What do we do that to our... I'm picking that... I'm gonna pick that on my Lalafell. She would definitely throw him under the bus like that because he's bad with money. God, she'd also say the top one too. Still not turning a profit these days? Times are rush, my friend, and the world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant. Okay, I'm gonna be in a good mood, but I can't fucking read. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy the local prices. I tell you, but if I didn't charge an odd adventure for a small fortune this afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. Who did you swindle? Was it this little Lalafell? Did you swindle that Lalafell? You leave that Lalafell alone. Alright, I'm gonna try to read better this time. Alright, we got this. We can read. We're literate. We're old and literate. Hey, what's wrong? How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more, now that the danger is past, certainly, but no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder that the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kazal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that the man who got things done... Now that was a man who got things done. God rest his soul. I've spoken with the key local figures. You know, 2 people who have no name. The key local figures. Okay, you can stand up here. This is gonna be a hard reading day, apparently. Oh shit. That looks different. It's a watermelon lemonade sun-kissed. And, you know, it tastes good. But I was kind of like, man, I can't really taste the watermelon. That tasted like right before you get to the rind. I don't know, like, I don't hate it. But it is very specific part of the watermelon. And it ain't the juicy part. Damn, that's weird. Ah, my advisor's returned. I just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of the massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least, and there are few places I can enter comfortably without risk, or flattening some sort of stall. Cart or stall, I think. Fair enough. Dang, wrong accent. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palakistan were not unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources are stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yildirim. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides in their needs, for the most part. Palakistan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant's gold to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between compared to the best years. The weight of the stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated. Its prosperity depended on steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade that we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akali and Yimlad? Many boats. And buyers. I see. Without dedicated buyers, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yadliham. I don't know how to say that place, so I'm gonna be honest. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale, repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves become overcome. But we will not. Mivlo, Estinian. I will consider the perspectives you have brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront the adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries.
for your attendance.
It's got audio. Let's go.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadar's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need.
Good thing too, I guess.
And lo, that day hath come. Made aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Kalzar's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come. Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
It takes a village. Taxes in the time of need is not, in my opinion, a good idea. Not till later.
Of course. We must all look out for one another. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadar's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running.
I guess it's the same thing. It's just worded better, in my opinion, like this. It comes from compassion rather than profit.
Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name. A fitting candidate. Kalzar should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any object to this proposition. Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor. Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Money, money, money. Thank you for putting forth Kazal's name. Those who lived with the those who's oh my god, no! Stop! You'll forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Y'shtola. She has asked you to meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Y'shtola must have finished her study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? I will go with you. I thought the Star Trap would be too busy just setting up the foundation. My clerks. Jesus Christ. My clerks have been well-oiled cogs from the administration since before Arwan assumed office. They understand what needs to be done. And I am curious what to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. Oopsies, I'm gonna skip that. Oopsie daisy, fuckies. Why? Alright. There's like some... I don't know what's going on in my house. I'm trying to hear it. It's like people are being loud, but not loud. I don't know what's happening. Ugh, I give up. Whee! Where are we going? We're going to the fucking crucible with no fucking aetherite. Heck! Oh yeah, I also wanted to bring up... Okay, you don't have to be weird about it. I just need you to come here. Alright. And then I want to go to this website because I like to know how my patient's going. I don't like not knowing. Excuse me. Okay, we actually only have like 4 quests left, but you know what? If I know anything about Endwalker, that could take 8 hours. So let's not bank on it. But yeah, the stream will be short if the quests aren't super long. I don't know. I kind of like stopping at each patch. Because they kind of start a new part of the story. I don't know. Also, it's easy to like, oh hey, this is 6.1. I'm in 6.2. So if I went to 6.2, they're like, well, I can't watch anymore because I'm not there yet. Yeah.
Right, here we all are.
You discovered something new.
There you go.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the Void Gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vrtra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Damn, calling her out. Do you got anything new or what?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics. From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first. You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world. The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness. In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway. Yet even through this realm of temporal and spatial instability, you were borne safely to your destination in the first. The feat that guided you across such an unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Then what of the many Voidsent found in the source? Who guides them here, and how?
An excellent question. Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the Gargoyle, a creature of middling power. To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact. Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner. Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first. And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th. Once at its destination, the summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
That's what I want to know. Why
I
is
believe
it?
solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
We get so much from the 13th, but nothing
How do you
else.
intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
She got me there.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages. Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Do you know who you're talking to? Me.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved. I had a feeling you might say that. Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Please open the Void Gate.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzat Han, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan?
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
That they did. House Daemir was overseeing the project.
Daemir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
A man-made void scent?
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daemir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
With what? We're so fucking stupid. I should have picked it. We're dumb.
Yes, it may very well hold a copy. In which case, I say we head directly to Charlene.
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelves, I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Kalzal Foundation.
Aww.
Let us be on our way as well.
They are resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Alright. This way. Well, if we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with a minimum of fuss, then we must secure permission from the Forum. First, however, we shall see... Sorry? What is up with me and my non-reading self? We shall need to enlist in cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? No one springs to mind? What of Scholar Montier? He did come to Graha's defense during the inquiry after all. Is that the old man? 'Tis settled. Let us head to Phenomenon. phenomenon? And see if he is willing to help us once more. Oh, Y'shtola's gonna follow me. Hi! Hello! Let's go! Bro, are you good? You good? I do like the music in Charlene. I will say that. I really like the music. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7, and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had the chance to attend the studium, neither did Thancred, as I recalled. Soon after Master Louisoix took him off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education in the arts of espionage and survival. I sometimes wonder what my life would have been like if I had pursued studies here instead. Be at the last stand? Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. That's not how. A dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get, but it was wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Huh. There's so many side quests I have to do now because I finished Endwalker, and I just don't know when to do that. I'm on the desk. I'm a terrible student. Woo! This is how my 8th graders be acting. They're like, "Oh dang, I gotta get into my chair," and then they'll just bop sit. They'll jump on the table and then jump on the chair and then stand on the floor and then sit. They'll be like, "Oh man, there's a piece of paper over there." Womp! I'm kidding. They do that though. If they are here, and it's like, "Hey, get to your seat," and your seat's over there, like in the front row, they'd be like, "Okay," steps on chair, steps on desk, steps off desk, and jumps into chair. I'm like, oh my god, guys, that is not how we do anything. Ugh. Awful. Oh, I forgot this man's voice. We're gonna give him old man voice. Please. Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholark. Ugh. But we were hoping that you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives. Oh, no furtive forays into the stacks this time, eh? As much as we'd like to try, I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet, in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what compels you to disturb the vault's forbidden wisdom? You know, shit, man. Yeah, shit. Don't worry about it, old man. But he likes to commit elder abuse, so I'd watch out. He might just do it again. Fascinating, I had no idea such a technique existed. I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Demir has lain dormant in Charlene's archives for many centuries. And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you do not intend to cross over into the void? That's exactly what we plan to do. That is, in fact, Precisely what we intend. To what end, pray tell? To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence, and I have heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if grand revelation was promised reward?
Waha! How marvelous! An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use this knowledge for ill. Bro, we saved the world gazillions of times, and they're like, let me hear your reason. Honestly, you should just be like, yeah, probably a good fucking reason y'all should have this information. I mean, I guess if we turned evil. I see no reason not to present your request to the forum's consideration.
Thanks. Wonderful.
Although your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance. Why, Master Fortuno, of course. He can hardly ignore the earnest request of his dear children's most treasured comrades. Dude, that man looks at me like I'm a piece of shit on his shoe. And he stepped in.
I was hesitant to approach him directly, but if there's no denying of having Master Fortuno on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We shall pay him a visit. We shall pay a visit to the Louvier estate and plead our case.
Oh, one last thing before you go. I would consider it a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for the knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager, so if you could see your way into indulging old man's curiosity.
Of course, Scarlark. Scarlark? I hate that word. It's a dumb word. We will be sure to pass on any revelations.
Jumping on the desk, jumping on the desk. We do be jumping on the desk.
Get this map out of here. Worthless. She'll follow me. I don't know. Can I teleport with her? I really hope so. Who could be triple triaded in their house? I'm about to triple triad the shit out of y'all. Let's see. You stole it? Okay. You stole it. Do you mind if I triple triad someone's face and lose? I hope you don't mind. Please tell me at least just open. Yes! Who's triple triaded? Is it upstairs? I didn't say it. I guess it is. Triad. Triad. Triple. Hello? Open 3. Okay. We haven't played Triple Triad in a while on stream. So let's do it. It's been a while. I've gotten some new cards. Oh my god, I don't even know any of these. Except that guy and that guy. Okay. A rank 1 side can flip. A rank 1 side can flip an A. Reverse and play an A will flip a 1. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, we'll take it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I don't want to take them both. I don't want. Oh no! Why do you have so many twins? I can't flip it. Oh my god! I got a twin though! Oh god. Okay, we're just gonna stick you here. Ah! Mistakes were made, I see! Ah! God damn it! Are we back to original cards? I think we. Oh no, I have Matoya. Who'd you steal from me? Monkey. Monkey. Oh god. It's just so terrible. I've never been so enraged! Why? Why? I hate Plus so much. I don't. Yeah. That took so long. I don't understand Plus. I think I'm actually too dumb for Plus. What is the fuck? Fucking ass math. Ah, fuck it. Give me that. Oh, finally! I didn't get a card! You stupid! Oh no, this is good for me. This is really good for me, actually. This is like... Ow! I'm fucking stupid! Wait! Wait a minute, I'm dumb! Wait, I'm stupid. I ain't get no damn card. Fuck you! Fuck you! No, fuck you! Damn it! Break my ankles. That was exciting though. Sorry. I'm done. Oh, Master Meeflo, Mistress Ishtola, how may I be of service? We've come to speak with Master Fortuno. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the Master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. I don't want to talk to their dad. I fucking hate this man so much. What? Hate this man. Well, I'm fucking hate. I forgot how to say her name, but
Annalise would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not the social visit. You have some matter of importance to discuss. Yeah, fucking clown. Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. Wow. Not trying to shoo me away, eh? Sure. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocol this time around. Oh, shit. Montage expressed much of the same sentiments. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again, unless it's absolutely necessary, of course. You know, of course. If you guys are fucking stupid again. I'm gonna be honest, the worst characters in Endwalker was the fucking forum. Fucking trash, bro. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Because you're fucking stupid. For a brother who misses his sister. She was his guardian and his friend, and a selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother had given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over the people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing of his heart. Please, just give me the fucking knowledge. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, but reuniting these siblings, but it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. As one who feared losing his own loved ones, and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you can appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute as a fair exchange for our cooperation. Yeah, absolutely, you can have it. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. Yeah, well, I'll add your request. Blah blah blah. Sorry, I fucking hate this man. The fact that I have to talk to him. I should be looking at him like he is the shit on my shoe that I accidentally stepped on, not the other way around. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have kids left to be all like, ugh, about. Fetch. I'm a little salty, but like, to be honest. Wait, where are we going? Somewhere here. Accompany each other to the end of the speaker. Ugh. So, what did the forum decide? To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlian and salted the earth for good measure. I'm not gonna voice these guys. When it became clear that her student was a proprietor in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded that, in no uncertain terms, might I add, of incredible debt we owe you and your companions. Yeah, they want to be like, Mr. Matoya's protege? Bitch, that protege is the reason why you're fucking alive. I mean, it's mostly me, but she helped. Without her, I couldn't get where I need to be. Sacrificing Urianger wouldn't have been enough. That's why I can't stand these fucking bastards, man. They are so fucking petty. That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry into the archives was the least we could do in return. That's wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf. Yes, well, I am sure you are aware that permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor and bid you good day. I said good day! Ever the same, that one. Uncompromising. Aye. That's a very I don't know, actually. I've never seen this word, heard this word. I've only read it. It's exactly what Charlian needed to guide them through not one, but 2 exoduses. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed of any number of schemes of getting my hands on those forbidden tomes, and now I can simply walk in through the door. Our focus will be on finding the House Premier's research notes, of course, but the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. You'll be heading directly into the archives from here, I presume? You presume correctly. And you'll want to speak to the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for your help. It was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. Alright. Damn. That's what I thought. Shall we? Oh, she's just hanging out for a while, huh? I mean, I'm fine with it. She's pretty cool right now. Look at all these blue quests I need to do. Let's go to the first one. Pudding Way! Sorry, I didn't know Pudding Way was gonna be there. To think that set instructions I laughingly imagined may exactly exist, but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known that Azadol's the Third's exploit sooner, I could have saved myself the days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must need to be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Archon, you're stolen and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Yes. Follow me if you would. Watch your step. And please note that the use of naked... What? Naked flames is discouraged. What? Ah? Nani? I'm gonna get in library, like the great Google library? It's not Google.
If House Damia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
If this is the music we're getting, hell fucking yes. I'll turn this bitch up. In a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger, but trembling like candles' flames, threatening to flicker out at any moment. Oh my god. I wonder if she is even a proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite transcendent being. Though you are tempted to read more, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. Why is that forbidden knowledge? Do they fuck them? Did they fuck the voice set? I just need to know why it's in the forbidden section. The year is 1564 of the 6th Astral Era. The Almaja summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Accounts described as being a gigantic lizard-like being with potent command of fire-aspected magics. If we consider the primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer, it is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting demi-form entity should manifest the appearance and powers in which it is attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the ether should one who believes in the almighty omniscient... Hold on, the music is throwing me off. Omnipotent? No? Omniscient? Attempt of the same ritual. Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sagacity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if were, whence would such knowledge arise? Oh, so if you were like, I believe in a primal that knows all the secrets. All the secrets. And it's like, okay, how? How would it know all the secrets? And, are they actually real? Truths of the world. I myself have many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world. With no spell to transport me back to the days of old, could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouncements? Only that's how you say that. How could one be certain if they were true? Though your mind spins with the possibilities discussed therein, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. The following pages detail an advanced method of manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuha Shahan, the 9th Patriarch of House Demir. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlian Studium as both a token of our friendship and expression of our boundless admiration. If you appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek, you surely will need to make the final confirmation. Whee! I just want to know why that other one was in here. Are they fucking the void sense? Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Come on, man. A forbidden research log detailing an advanced method of manipulating wrist-banding apertures as the... Okay. Very dry, bland bullshit. Excuse me. Well done, Mivlo. I think you may have found our prize.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about. Among the ranks of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate. Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos. How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void scent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales. And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive. It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
I like to think Mevlo is sitting here like, I have no idea what the fuck you just said.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves? Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
As much as I would love to start crafting an Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in the House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge more forbidden literature, I will be here. Pardon. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Nadana can. I say we return to Thavnir and look at her work. Look for her at the great work. Sure. I love traveling back and forth between very expensive locations constantly. Jesus. That's why we have tickets. Imagine paying $1,500 and teleporting 4 times. There's a reason why I still have money. I am kind of tired. I would go, so we have to be at our hall station or whatever the fuck we're supposed to be at in the morning at 7:30, and at 7:30 I'm drinking my coffee and falling asleep against my doorway. I'm just like, oh my god, I need to sleep. Oh, and I only got there like 20 minutes before that, so... I didn't get my sleep last night. I'm a little sleepy, so I really want to finish. Yestola tells me that you are pursuing the most fascinating study, and that you would want me to be a part of it. Yeah, actually, like that. I have no doubt that you'd be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Knowledge, huh? That's interesting. Will it now? I don't like how her face turned, but her head didn't. That's kinda... Ooh, I don't know about that. By the sisters, this is the mark of House Demir. I never even knew such a thing, such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestered by Nomenon's restricted archives, after all. Oh, it was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right in my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. To think that Demir was developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many interventions have been lost to over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over our notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Armado? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on Demir project has ever been a redoubtable... Work on a Demir project that had even a redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean by this big... What do you mean to do with this big-mouthed Simlucarum once we've built it? Oh, you know, illegal shit. So this is a secret void gate, and it is sealed in the ruins of the bottom of the bounty. Today is the day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Automos is to expand the hidden portal, then I will need to see it myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. What do you need? Charlian's markets provided with raw aquamarine, because she's now speaking with the wrong accent, and pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you would need to go no further than Fort Maya, in eccentrics of old once favored the place for... Oh, the eccentrics of old once favored the place for the meditations in the water which pools into now known as the Eveline, known to the Eveline as the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vrtra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon.
Okay.
Oh damn, we're gonna get the ether water from the place where that lady died. My god, look! It's Pride Rock! Oh, the Stinian's here. Do you have the flask for me? No, I just came back empty-handed. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Mivlo. Doesn't matter. I think we have 2 more for this badge. Me being sleepy is not helping. Look who I came across. Estinians seem to be in need of a diversion. And we, in turn, have need of his lance. Right then. Now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. We will have need of Mastio's boat again? Not this time. Once the Astrola informed me of the destination, I arranged a vessel that could be made ready at Akiali. Your Excellency is ever gracious host, shall we? Funny, we had like 4 quests and it's still takes a bit. I'm just sleepy, so this is like... It's not that I'm not interested. I am enjoying what I'm playing. I'm just, you know, when you're sleepy, you're sleepy. And when you want to sleep, you want to sleep. The worst part is, if I stand up, and just like go somewhere, right? Like just like walk around my house, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for the next 8 hours. The ship is yours to command. Yay! I command that boat to make me a I did not do that. Out of thanks. We set sail at once. Oh, this is so exciting. Exciting. Wrong answer. Azadal's legacy. To see the truth of the legend with my... Why do I fuck up the G's, man? With my own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. Whoop, whoop.
The ruins alone were impressive enough, but I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with ill intentions learn of its existence.
He's got good reason to be worried. Not with us, but you know, in general.
What is it you're doing now?
There's something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Gra has theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence, but I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
Yes, an experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
Okay, I didn't realize I was muted. So, one thing. Do we still have the blessing if Heidelin is gone? Don't know, honestly. Second thing. I know I ragged on Estinian for being dumb because he's bad with money. I'm more dumb. What does look meaningful mean? Like, what am I trying to imply here? I'm like, that's kind of vague. What does that mean? Am I smart enough to make that face? Would Estinian be smart enough to get that face? Send a familiar is probably the correct answer, but I'm a stupid idiot, right? So I might as well just go myself, right?
And how would you do that? The gate is still too small for any of us to pass through.
I'm so stupid!
Estinian is correct, which is why I've elected to send a familiar in our stead.
Wait, was looking meaningful at Estinian being like, psst, what's the answer?
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow. Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same. I hadn't wanted it to come to this, but no other familiars will do, I'm afraid.
What does that mean? What are you making?
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
From ocean rise and cloudbank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
What is happening?
Water, water, froth and foam!
Oh my god. That was adorable.
Ready your arms. I fear she's been possessed.
Estinian! You're about to get smacked up. Oh my god. I guess you have to say it with enthusiasm?
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
Water, water, froth and foam! Time to play!
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate.
Oh my god!
I only wish my younger self had considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well. This one will bear a warding scale.
Slap that bitch right on there. Just, just shoved it in there.
And when they return from the 13th, we can observe how the talisman, or absence thereof, has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate. Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
As you say.
You had best be on your guard as well.
Oh. Oh, if any character of mine were to say this, it would be this one.
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know. Let us begin, shall we?
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to like Ursula a lot. I've had this discussion. Oh my god, I can't talk. I've had that discussion last stream where I was just like, she kind of sucks until Endwalker. And I'm not wrong. I mean, you can argue, whatever. But like, there's a lot of good writing in Endwalker for her. Which I wish Shadowbringers had. Although, she did have a good line in Shadowbringers, which was, essentially, she threatened to spank you.
Nixies, into the void.
Because you told, it was like, don't tell me what to do, Mom, or something like that. Is it an instance? Need to wait for time to make a result. I struggle to picture Stola as a little girl. Easier to believe she sprang fully formed from one of Master Matoya's cauldrons. That's fair. She's just back here like, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Oh, I cannot wait. It will be marvelous.
I think we've waited long enough. Nixies, return to my side. Thank you, little one. You did well.
Oh, the poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
We're out of time! I must reseal the Void Gate.
They're coming through!
name of Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Well, that was a sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent. The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium. Rest now, little ones.
Graha's theory was correct, then.
So it would seem. But while our second familiar was untouched by void energies, the talisman itself shows signs of degradation. It was, of course, originally designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives. The 13th is a reflection of the source that was drowned in a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai, the unusual child we met during our troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus.
What happens if you don't do that part? Like, what? That was optional content.
The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness.
Too bad we can't combine the 1st and the 13th together, just to
And what of your own experience?
figure that out.
Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Noah sounds familiar, but I feel like that's
I
like
can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vrtra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
Yeah, we're not trying to go to the 13th for the sake of going to the 13th.
But first, I must focus on refining the warding talisman.
We're trying to figure out how to get to the 13th to use that same method, I'm assuming, to get to all the other reflections.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged. I will speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
One more. Interesting. Let me set up and actually read this. Once Nadana succeeds in replicating a mock Atomos, this door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I have no interest in visiting the void myself. Well, would you do it for me? Might we discuss this later? There's something I must do first. Estinian? You'll go to the 13th with me? Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had a good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of etheric corruption. Nonetheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. And I think that that's a problem we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know that excels in that kind of structural augmentation? The structural augmentation. You know, I'm kind of fucking stupid. And I'm sleepy, so I'm not in the mood to play guessing games. What of Garland Ironworks then? They may have an engineer free to assist us. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and its volatile energies. With his experienced hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the warding scale. Come, let us visit their operation in Rauga's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Sure. Let's just travel the world all over again. Jesus. Oh, thank you for the free teleport! Ooh. Biblo, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. I gotta go triple triad that man or lady. A pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us.
heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if I could say anything that would surprise me after Meteon and that bloody mess. Anyway. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. It seems some manner of corrosion has set around a scratch on its surface. Must have been the void's corruption much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero's through his wounds, in which case the best bet would be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coding agent that'll strengthen trinkets like this, but I'd be worried to apply any compound by which upset the scale's delicate alchemic balance, or safer to dress it in armor. We'll construct protective casings, one utilizing metal wow. Horizon Zero Dawn! Alloys with high etherical conductivity, so not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armor, you say? Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to entangle the particulars. Understandable. We know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing all the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Sid's voice is like weird. I don't know. Not like weird bad. I don't know how to relate, I guess. I think we can leave the rest to Sid's capable hands. Let us return to the great work and see how Nadana is getting on with her mock Artemis. Armada post. I'm gonna go try out this person. Okay, let's slapped up. Can I just say I love that emote. Yep. Fuck it. We're gonna get a 6 and 6. Worth. Fine. Hey, I don't have Omega. Let's go. Heck yeah. Boop. I have a Sahagin card. Wow, that's fucking useless, thanks. Just the Sahagin card? Ugh, okay. Yeah, why not?
Hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Al-Zadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components, and I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos. I then visited the High Crucible to commission the materials. After I'd explained my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
The alchemists of old were cut from a similar cloth. The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
And were you not also fearless, heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was hatched. And so it was Ashdaya who kept my eggs safe and warm. It created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together. But I am satrap now.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self, hiding behind a curtain and living only in service to the people. Your dedication meant more to us than your deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler. After all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire? We survived the final days. We are a strong and proud people. We, the Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe in your absence.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet...
Now you listen to me, Varshan!
Oh shit.
You are wearing that face, after all.
Speaking of faces, your face is weird as shit, bro.
As I have told you before, you are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by and watch while you abandon a sibling you have ached to rescue for millennia.
We will succeed in opening the way. It is only a matter of time. All you need do is prepare to step through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much that my sister and I will have a place to be together, safe and happy. And I hope that you and your sister can be together again too.
Will you wallow in uncertainty forever?
You're saying I should seize this chance?
Yes.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you, and here I stand failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzat-Han. My people, I have come to a decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Take care, and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
I would not dare make you cry.
Sorry, I'm watching my dog get a goldfish because I gave him one. I don't give them to him often. And he's struggling super hard. Oh, buddy. He's struggling extra hard today. What's that? There's a certain way his teeth hit against his mouth. And that has changed. And I can't tell it's just because... Oh, that goldfish is sticking halfway out his mouth. He cannot eat it. I don't think I'll give it to him. Oh, God. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta help my dog. Hey, you okay, buddy? We're gonna mute because he might yell at me. Yeah, he did yell. I had to get the goldfish out of his mouth. I think it was stuck. So he opened his mouth and it was just stuck to the top of his mouth. I'm sorry, baby. You ain't got no fucking teeth or motor skills. You're 17. Yeah, cry about it. Come here. Oh boy. Alright, what I learned is I can't give you goldfish. You're too old for goldfish now. Oh my god. Okay. Damn, he's upset that I took the goldfish. Be a little brat about it then. Damn. You're not getting more goldfish though. You suck at eating those. I'm not gonna watch you freaking panic over a goldfish in your mouth. You surprised me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of what shall we say, involvement in helping Vrtra reach his conclusion. 'Twas for the greater good. Where are you? Oh, you're back there. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travelers believing the place was racked with some unnatural storm. What of your own answer, then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Nidhogg, his vengeful thoughts were my own. His endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Vrtra's death. I would not wish such agony upon a foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there is a chance we can spare Vrtra pain, then I will follow you. Indeed, but perfect for our purpose, I should think. I'd rather not bother the Scions with aught less than a dire threat to the star. Now, on to the specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before the devastation was complete, the 13th had utterly subsumed? Right, subsumed? Oh, by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient that we had some manner of base camp near the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduta. Oh, that's cute. And so we shall require suitable. Oh, fuck you. That's why I don't put it on auto. Then I forget to take it off auto. All the chambers are presently hosting a great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities have begun in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove to make room for 2 ready inhabitants. Good. Please inform me when you have completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduta in due time. As ever, you are the most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourself to aid me in my search for Azra. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I could do. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might take us, or what our chances of success might be. Succeed or fail, I am grateful for you for convincing me to make the attempt. On that note, I shall return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nidana. If your preparations have make you if you've preparations to make, ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. All I need is my armor and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, Mivlu, but my purpose need not consume you as well. We are headed for another world to find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveler, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Ye. Meanwhile, in the 13th...
to this world, bereft of saviors.
Oh my god, we did it! We finished 6.1! Oh my god! I'm ending the stream, by the way. I know that's a pretty short stream. 2 hours and 13 minutes is not very long at all. But, hear me out. I like stopping in between patches. It's just how I am. So, you know, deal with it. Yeah, I'll be fine. That's a pretty good hand. Art. Anyway. Yeah. That was the end of 6.1. And technically I could have finished it all in one day if I did like a 5-hour stream. But 5 hours is so, ugh. Like 4 is fine. 5 is oof. It's less quests than the next one. It's 9 instead of 10, which isn't like amazing. They all end up being 9 except 6.5. If you include 0.55, then it ends up being 10 total. So, who knows? But that's okay. There's like literally a dungeon immediately. Oh, we're gonna have a time. If we finish 6.2 in one day, we're gonna have a dungeon and a trial. That's neato. That's neato. Alright, should I do the dungeon? I hate dungeons. Ugh, I hate dungeons. I'm sorry, I do. They're just... Oh, they suck. I could unlock it though. Yeah, let's unlock the dungeon. Alright, we're gonna unlock the dungeon that's in this quest, and then we're gonna stop. Ah, excellent timing, Mevlo. Well, that's more of Madonna's. Just a moment ago, I had received word from the Ironworks. They have completed the task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating artificial atomos. All is readiness for the journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the great work. We shall head there at once. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna open the dungeon that's in this quest. That is it. That is what we're doing. Nothing more, nothing less. That way we'll have the dungeon immediately to do when we come back. It'll be at a time where people are on, right? Like, you know, 7 o'clock in the Hold on. Are you standing on my paper? No! I have big paper on my floor right now. I need him to not do that. Stop it! Stop it! You're doing this shit on purpose. Stop! You're doing it on purpose! He's just walking all over it for no reason! Stop it! It's not... Oh my god! Get off my stuff! You have a bed! You have a bed, dog! You put yourself in a corner! What the hell? Dude! You blind motherfucker! I love you, but what the hell is wrong with you? So I put you in the bed, and you went and walked all over my paper. Luckily, it's in like a little, it's in a plastic bag. But like, I can't put the paper anywhere but the floor because it has to lay flat or it's gonna get all messed up. Sometimes my dog irritates the shit out of me. There you are, Mevlo. I present to you the fruits of our alchemist's labor, the artificial Atomos. It's so tiny and cute. Though we yet to put put it to the proof, its ether is practically identical to those of the original. A truly remarkable feat in such a short time. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Razatan. Oh my god, he's standing there right before the paper, just feet ready to go. My dog is... Why are you... I would express my gratitude in Nadana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Ottomans to attend a pressing task. Oh my god. Dog is walking on my paper now.
I can hear you do it. Stop acting like you weren't just doing that.
Got off the paper before I turned around. Oh, he's trying to do this crap on purpose? Are you doing this on purpose? Yeah, go to bed, silly. Go to bed, silly. It's just me. It's just me. Pushing you into the bed. Good boy. Good. Good. Something's mad at nothing. It's me. Ugh. She rushed off after bringing the Ottomans to attend a pressing task. But she said she would return ere we set off. Or set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the ironworks have arrived at the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Hey, it's our guys. Short guy and tall guy. Hey, look, it's short guy and tall guy. We're just a couple of guys. Right on cue. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. And don't mind if we come along to see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. I don't even know. I have no idea what Nero sounds like. It was my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcements possible. I seriously don't know what you sound like. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with a nary a hint of degradation. Wow, degeneration. As for the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. Well, enough bragging. Here are the scales. I don't know. I forgot what witch sounds like too. It's like fucking annoying or something. With these we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midgar Soma came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we could do with his help of his children. That's during Omega. What happens if you don't do Omega, which is optional? Thank you. I'm fucking all these voices up, by the way. Well, my friend. Wow, what the fuck? Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Oh, wait! Madonna? Is aught the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present you. Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause, very well. Forgive me, my friends, I require just a moment. Nero, where are you going? Oh, he just walked off to the side. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take this so long to receive?
Yes, the kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get. You of all people ought to know that, eh? Hey, you almost died to the void once, Fuse.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Vrtra, I presume.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use.
It's like a teenage
Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Varshan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
I have something for you as well.
Me?
While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadal's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger. Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akiali.
Interesting. I don't know how that crystal's gonna help us, but the star trap and your fellows have already departed from the for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Sure. Actually, crap.
I shall now lift the seal.
So, we're not gonna watch this cutscene. I'm actually gonna turn the game off. And the reason is, once this opens, if I do roulette, I could accidentally get this duty. Meaning, I would do it off screen. And I don't want to do that. So, we're going to stop here. And I'm pretty sure it's... Buddy, I'm talking! You're just barking at the door! Hey, hey, yeah you, hey, what are you doing? I'm gonna let you out in a minute. Jesus. He does that, he just barks randomly at things that aren't things, they're just doors and walls and stuff. Anyway. So we're gonna cut Final Fantasy off so I don't accidentally open the duty. Because I just had that realization. So we don't actually want to open it when we got it right before that. That way I can still do roulettes and shit like that. Without accidentally getting it while not streaming. But yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed this, and I hope to see you tomorrow in my next stream at 7 PM Eastern Time. I didn't stream last Saturday because, well, that's a story for tomorrow's stream. Bye everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful life, I guess. Whatever, man, I'm tired. I'll have a wonderful sleep, because that's what I'm about to go do. Bye everyone.